Hey everyone, it's Ricky's Rockin' Reviews, and we have The Last Shadow by Michael Allen Zell. Now, I received this in exchange for an honest review. This is one of my highly anticipated releases of the year, and it is because Michael Allen Zell is a journalist and a fiction crime writer who lives in New Orleans. He's been living there for the past 20 years. He calls it his home, and he's really done his research on everything that's going on in that city. And right away, we are introduced to the character of New Orleans itself. Michael Allen Zell has this ability to extrapolate from the smallest details of a street so that he can talk about the issues that they're having, like with poverty, but he also paints it with such love because there's so much rich culture. There is like some truly unique music and food. He's written so many articles and he follows so many musicians there in real life, and that really comes across in the novel. And this is a crime fiction novel, so we follow Maya, and she is kind of directionless, and for this reason she has participated in like lessons in mixed martial arts from her Sifu. And Sifu Mosley is very wise, and he has really been like a guiding North Star for Maya. Maya is kind of vulnerable, and we happen to have this gang leader, Vin, and he is in need of someone to kind of help enforce, maybe be an assassin for him. So the book kind of explores the temptation of Maya and the struggle for Vin to assert his dominance in this city. There's a rival gang in the city trying to encroach upon his business. And it gets really interesting, and there's really funny moments, especially with Vin. He's very intimidating, and he has a history of his own that gets fleshed out as the story goes. But he's really hot-tempered, and his tirades are unintentionally funny, and they can take a turn and become quite scary. And Michael Allen Zell has this really cool use of a device that kind of moves the story along, and I'll let you find out what that is. Just pay attention to the chapter titles. They're very intriguing, and they kind of lead you into what the chapter will be about. And in the end, the book title and the way Michael Allen Zell structures the novel gives to the theme of lessons learned. Sifu Mosley is a really cool character. He has a family of his own. So there are moments when he is contemplating his own history based on the struggles that Maya is having and how she is able to trust him and divulge a little bit of information about what's going on with her. And he starts piecing together things from his past as well. And I found those moments really interesting because he has to deal with the duality of being this wise man, but also having a past of his own. And at the same time, he's trying to raise a family. So he was just a really complex, really well thought out character. And I really loved him. I wish that I could know him in real life. He was really endearing. And Maya was a kick-ass character too. If this cover tells you anything, she's a real badass. And this cover is just gorgeous, by the way. Ignore the advanced reader copy banner there. Overall, I had a really good time with this novel. It didn't disappoint, and it seems like it's also leading into a planned trilogy, which is really fun because the story does wrap up in a satisfying way, but there are a lot of things I would like to know as far as like what happens next. And I care about the characters enough to like be really invested in them, and I'm really curious to see where their story picks up. The book is also pretty short. It's only like 167 pages long, so it's very doable. You can read it in a few sittings, and the pace is that of a really quick crime noir. It is set in one of the most unique cities of the United States, New Orleans, and I haven't visited, but I feel like I was there just by reading this novel. You can find it anywhere on Amazon. And I'll link Michael Allen Zell's Instagram page down below as well, so you can go check him out. And if you're interested in more reviews for interesting stories like this, you can hit the like button and subscribe. That would really help me out, and I really look forward to see you guys again talking about the next book I'm reading. So thanks, guys.